Welcome back, caretakers. As I mentioned in the last video, I'm going to do a time lapse and break in where I find hidden locations, do any crafting or make any changes, and let's go ahead and start that time lapse. So after creating the containers, I went ahead and started salvaging and immediately realized I probably should put some points towards the dismantling tool. That will go ahead and reduce my energy usage and speed up the tool.
Something that has to be done. Alright, welcome back. So I've done a bit of recycling and
now I'm kind of to some bigger items, and I just want to show you how I managed to get these items, which I can't really lift enough to get into the machine. If I kind of get it in the right location, and I take one of these plates, I can push items into the recycler. Remember, I think you get 4 plastic and 4 metal with these, so it's not a huge thing. But since these containers are really close to the recycler, I'm going to go ahead and recycle them. Why not? Unfortunately, as you see, it's really hard to get these things off the ground. So I'm pretty much going to snap the cable at some point. That was weird. It actually went into the machine before the machine shut down. Now it's going to grind the box. These guys are definitely worth scrapping. You got wire, plastic, broken glass, aluminum, and of course I need aluminum and glass. So those are highly sought after for anytime you're doing power production. So I'm going to use the RNG of the recycler. So I'm going to hop in here. See, nothing here. 2 more canisters. Those are always helpful. Some loot. It's going to take up a big chunk of my cargo, but not that big a deal. I'll just hit the boat after I get out of here. I don't even think I noticed this from the outside. This would have been 8 to grind down before. 8 for 5, but 7 for 5 is not that bad, I guess. Got a memory. I can go up from here. Some stuff over here. Loot. All right. Pretty well cleared out down here. There's another special up, or hidden up there. I'm gonna go up there. This have wire scraps and glass. So shove him in there. Do this real quick before I head up. This is really an early game one, but I never really bothered to do it early game. Now, those NPCs are attracted to light. If you turn the light off, they're very passive. I can just walk up and whack them real easy. They don't attack. So it's kind of a trick. Is if you don't give them light, they stay passive. Bunch of batteries. We got a food item and some memories, which is nice. It's definitely worth doing. Okay, get out of here. Okay, so I'm gonna grab, I think this one. Got the most material in it. So just like when you're fabricating with the fabricator, any material that's nearby will get used for fabricating. Same goes with repair. So if you're repairing something, containers that are nearby will get used. It looks like I need iron. I might have some in the other container. Here's 45 iron. That should be plenty. Hey, sun's rising and our panels are moving to catch the sun. Nice. I need another cable to connect this panel. I don't see an easy way to do it. I think I'm just going to have to make another extender. Put it right here. And then, of course, I need to make more cable. And I've already went ahead and gave myself the ability to make a cable. So, first time I'm building from my character, I'm just going to right-click, build. And you must be unholstered, so you can't have any items in your inventory or in your hands. So you see now he's crafting. He's using a little bit more electricity than if he was just standing doing nothing. And it's a little bit slower. It's about 30%, I think it says slower. So now we can connect you and connect you to here. Nice. Now our panels are set up. Let's see if I can get these wind. I think they're cyclones. Get these repaired. You're actually at 0%, and you're spinning, but you're not producing any power. So as this repairs, we'll see power start to come from it. It might even be more than one of the other ones. If no, I think these other ones are fairly close to repaired. Yeah, they just have regular wear and tear on them. Nice. Okay, we're finished supplying power to the base. That's kind of ticked off our checkbox. did that route. I did not do this route yet, so let's go ahead and do this one. Nope. Oh boy. Yeah, I got my light off, so they should get a little less aggressive. Alright, I'm gonna have to give myself some more energy. So you see I'm getting what's it called, BioLite. You're only going to get these from the bubblegum colored slime. There's a reddish, almost lava looking slime. This is actually the grate on the roof. And then the slimes are kind of a finite amount of material you're going to get from them. This, I'm 100% positive, drops right below the recycler above the boat, so I'm not going to bother taking the damage to drop. Well, that's not actually damage, it's just I lose energy dropping. So we're going to go the other way. Pop back up. Come on. Come on. Let me through. Alright. I'm not sure where you go to. Okay. You just go out to the water. Okay. Well, we can call that one done. This might be how you naturally locate this particular location. Is you take the obvious vent route and you come out and you can come across that and that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and build a couple of cables and then make this run. The idea is we've got all that solar up there, but the battery that's down here by the boat is empty and the boat isn't fully topped up yet. So I want to go ahead and top that up. I need some plastic and metal. See, the boat is already drained again. So that 2,000 watt hours I put into it has been used by the scrapping. and me topping my robot up. So you will go through energy relatively quickly. Plastic and iron, I have plastic and iron. The cable's in the way. You're blocked. Are you blocked by the elevator? I mean the ladder? We cancel you. I should be able to get to the floor. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, did I run out? Because I don't think that was 20. I think I ran out. Build some more. Give this another try. Nice. Okay, and then I can connect the boat. Now those two mediums will top the boat off. It's set to equalize between those 3 batteries, but then I'm forcing it to fill the boat. It should be able to fill... Yeah, the batteries have 6 kilowatts each, so there's 12 up there, so that should top up the boat and then balance the rest between the batteries. That'll give the solar and the wind that's upstairs something to do, and it'll give us max fuel and max energy for the trip. What else? Let's take a look at our skills real quick. I will want the recycler. So let me get the recycler. And I don't bother with the whisper. I usually wait for the cyclone. And I'm a full level away from the Lumi mid. I might be able to get to the Lumi mid because I have yet to salvage the starting point. So all of those beds and robots and whatnot should give me a decent amount of experience. So I'm going to grab up a couple batteries after I top myself up. And I'm going to grab enough materials to build a recycler. And I'm going to build a recycler down the elevator. And that should give me quicker recycling capabilities than using the dismantling tool and carrying everything up the elevator to the boat. Just like there's recyclers in the middle and the roof, I want to put one downstairs. There's already a large medium, a full-size medium battery down there. So I won't have to bring a ton of power, just enough to keep my robot topped off. So I'll grab you, and I'll grab a couple others. I'm also going to want some cable. Okay, so now I'm here. I want to go ahead and recycle everything that's in here, so I need to find a place to put the recycler down. I think I'm gonna maybe put it up against this locker. Yeah, I'll just put it against the locker. Right click, build, and maybe off the wall just a little bit. Should allow me to get around into the rooms. I need to run a cable to the battery. Let's get a couple of extenders down because it'll make it easier to carry things over top of the cable if the cable's on the floor. Nice. Alright. Let's grab everything. Okay, this section's clean, so I'm going to go ahead and dismantle the recycler, and then we're going to move into the other room. Okay, so this wall again against lockers seems to be a good spot. So I'm going to rebuild the recycler here. There we go. I'll send these down here. I might end up needing these, I might not. I figured I'd grab them anyway. these guys. Now there's a weird bug currently with these. If they latch down, they will not... If they latch down, they won't work. They won't go up the elevator properly. So as long as they don't latch, we're good, but they just latch anyway sometimes? See if I can fix that again, because it seemed like it was not going to latch. Then it latches. Okay. If I can get him on its side. There we go. State, just like that. And like that. Okay, so the elevator will go up normally like that. If they latch, it'll just pass straight through. There we go. I went ahead and picked up the robot that was on that level. I didn't do these top two, but I don't think there's anything in them. Nope. And there's not much left. I went ahead and gave myself a little bit more strength so I can more easily get those large containers up into the recycler using the ramp method. Cargo's really full, and those are a pain in the process. So I think we're just about done. Our boat is fully charged. Wow, that barely made it. Okay. The boat's fully charged, fully fueled. We've got all the large amounts of scrap done. There's little bits everywhere, but you just kind of have to go at some point. That was unfortunate. I hooked it. And of course, I threw from right here, and it lands in the water, and I threw it from further back, and it clears the boat. You know, that's physics for you. Way over here. Okay. So one of the things you're going to find out is at some point your robot can't go any lower. And when you can't go any lower, I might die. When you can't go any lower, the suit will like turn on a pressurizing function, and that function will use a lot of power. So you can kind of get yourself in trouble. So I am going to avoid... Why can I not move? So I'm going to avoid doing that again. Now it's floating? That's weird. It was sitting at the bottom, and I died trying to get it out. Now it's floating. Okay, physics. You win. You could both sink and float when you want to. So there's a couple of things I'm going to research now that I'm level 6. And that's right, I cleared the boat. Yep. Fell straight through. So one of the things I'm going to research is containers. So specifically these medium ones, store tight. So I'm going to build, I don't know, 6 maybe. I shouldn't worry too much about building them manually because the same materials that are used to build the small ones, similar materials used to build the medium ones. Sorry, this takes a bit of a focus. It's easy to get these up now, at least in the wireframe variant, while the boat's not rocking around in the water. Cool. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dump you. Loot all of you. Take all. I can't even open that if it's upside down. Alright, so if I start grinding you down, I'll grind you down. That's enough parts to get one of these started. Then I grind you down, and that should start another one. Nice. Get you out of the way, get out of the way. And since they hold more, what I should be able to do is just top these up as I empty the others. So, leave that the way it is for now. Grab all, grab all. Space. Scrap you. That might open, that might start another one. Nope. All of you and scrap you. I might get 2 started. Okay. This. Build. These will eventually get replaced by the larger ones. But those larger ones might get put in a different location. And keep these smaller, more conveniently separable versions. Miss Purpose Q. Over the right it says we got 2 screens and we're missing enough alloy frames. I should be able to do this twice. Build 2 sets of alloy frames. Then I could say build all parts. I should get a couple of them built. Do I have any loot? Nope. Alright, I'm going to use this one for now for all of the random stuff. materials. Get myself a couple of cables to work with. Charge myself up. Fully fueled. We're not fully charged yet. I wonder why that is. We're disconnected. Need to go grab the cable. So I have a couple of options under skills. I could build a Lumimed, or a couple, and that would keep my boat charged. Or I could build a couple more small batteries. And that would give me the ability to charge the boat when it gets low. I think I'll just do the Lumimeds. I'll build a couple on the deck. And these are the next level up boosters, which will make the engines more efficient / faster. There's an electric version somewhere here. I haven't gotten there's a couple of pistols I could be using right now. This one's the only one. The electric one is pretty decent. The backpack can supply power to the pistol, but so I could supply power off the robot too. I think I'll do the pack. So I'm going to go ahead and produce a pack, and missing parts to queue, and build. And I'm going to build all parts to that 4 times. This should give me 4 panels. I'll just put them in the corners of the boat for now. So here. That's not exactly where I wanted to put it. Put it here. 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 And here. These will be temporary. I'll be able to use the same parts for the next level up variant. Still producing stuff. Looks like panel parts. Let me get the backpack real quick. And I'm going to equip it. Go to tools. I'm going to assign it the last action bar. And I need to charge it. So if I go here, and F is the spark cell. So I'll need... Okay. And then I want to make the pistol. Add parts to queue. Build. So that will build after the panels. Grab all these panel parts. Did the first fronts... Okay, the fronts are already building. Or built. Put you here. To here. What's happening? Some missing connector ports, logic chips, and alloy frames. Okay, it's still producing. Are we missing an alloy frame? Yeah, we're missing an alloy frame. Oh, no, it's 3. Alright, take the gun. We're going to equip the gun. First gun, woo woo. Frame. I should get the last panel started. The boat is not yet topped up. Now it's topped up. Sweet. Alright, so the boat should get a charge as it drives down to the next POI. We're all looted up here. Okay, I need to run a cable between the OmniSpark and the tool. I don't have a button press for the backpack. There we go. And then we're going to say connect to pistol. Pistol's going to charge. You'll see how much is removed from the backpack to top off the pistol from empty. Not a lot. The pistol doesn't take a bunch. But you will want to keep an eye on it. I'm going to build a... How many more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to say build all 7 times. Add task 7. That's new. That didn't start a build job though. Okay. That'll do its thing. I could build the second tier engines cylinders, but I think I'll do that when I get to the next POI. So I'm going to top off my health, save the game, top off my energy. I'm going to open our gate and then we're going to head out.
For the sake of clouds. UFS-204 is not user.
Okay, so this is our diesel engine, this is our electric, and we've got a horn and our anchor. Our anchor is currently down. It's coming up now. We've got wind, general direction, weather, time of day, and then there's a basic map. Ship health, and I forget what that is. I think that's percentage of... engine power. Looks like we're still building the rest of those storage containers below. We've got a charging port for ourselves. I'm not sure why we would have a diesel tank output, but we've got that. Here's our Pelco. This has got lots and lots of information. When we produce our first humans, you'll see space.
This vessel is more than just machinery.
That'll be the humans we
It's your
launched.
refuge. Your home now. Sail forth, Caretaker. Reclaim the waters humanity once commanded. The path is uncertain. Restoring navigational relays will illuminate our way. Beacon 49, eastward, should be your first step.
Okay. I think we'll end the video here. We've spawned our robot, cleared Dock 37 of NPCs, we've looted, salvaged, found most, if not all, of the hidden locations. We fixed the dock's power generation, and we've configured our boat with both solar and storage. And now we've set sail. We're on our way to the next point of interest. Once again, if you've watched this video thus far, please think about subscribing. Thanks for watching, and take care, caretakers.